Hello! Welcome to another art stream. I'll be doing some work on the animatic, like I said. Maybe if there's time, I'll work on the comic, but I'm also going to do that. And I'll start off with, as usual, with some figure drawing while I let people come in. Or a lot of people come in. So, yeah, let's get some work on some sketches. I also finally got around to like posting some of, getting some artwork from my others that I was working on. Excuse me. Let me start that over. I've been working on this at work, and I recently cleaned it up, and so I wanted to show it off. That's, jeez, brain. I don't know why my brain just did not work there. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna work. Turn on some music. Cold. Okay. I'm not sure how long this will go because it all depends. Like if I make really good progress on this by itself, this will last a while. But like I said, I'm making a lot of progress in the VTuber, so if I feel like I'm fading fast, I might just do it again on an hour and a half video again. So we'll see. This is new. What is new? Odd. Let's see something really quick. Nope, I don't know what it says. Sorry, I got distracted by the media player. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Anyway. Oh. Do, 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 do. Minutes? Easy. That's the page from the comic. Let's see if I can get my character. Yeah. Yeah, still just need to put my model into VTube Studio, and then I've decided if I'm gonna use VBridger yet, because for the first generation of the model, it kind of doesn't make sense. But we'll see. If I can find a way to do it easily, I will. But I am considering how everything's gone so far. I'm convinced it's just gonna break everything again, and then I'm gonna have to start over from square one, and I just don't want that. Another thing I would like to add, I think we talked about this before, but something that'd be really nice for this channel in general that I'd like to get on over the summer is trying to set up some, probably not animatics, well, we'll see. Maybe either animatics or there'll be like a time-lapse. More likely I'll probably just do time-lapse drawings of different stages of a story, and I'll narrate it. And maybe I'll start with some mermaid stories because of Mermaid being next month. We'll see. That seemed like the best idea, but I can try some other things too. Oops, I hate that button. Actually, that's kind of cool. I didn't even need to do that. it's just this. Leave that off for now, but that might be kind of cool for the animatic to kind of like have like that be the frame, like a widescreen shot kind of thing. Honestly, this might even be what I just described, where I might make this a series of drawings that kind of like portray moments from the event. We'll see. Do, 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Gotta remember not to draw the antlers on yet. Like, so he hasn't changed yet. I wonder if this music's actually making me more tired than keeping me focused. Yeah, it's probably just gonna be a quiet one. I hope it's okay. I do want to get some more work done on this, but yeah, I think I finally figured out what was going on. Well, I shouldn't jinx it, but I think I did figure out part of what I was doing wrong with the model and why it was having so many issues. Is because there was a lot of links that led to nowhere, and I think that might have confused the. It might have just slowed it down and caused it to be more prone to crashing. That's the only thing I can think of, honestly. But the important thing is I fixed all the broken links, so hopefully, fingers crossed, as long as it gets through like 1 or 2 more sessions, hopefully maybe by the end of this weekend if I'm lucky, I can take it over into VTube Studio and just start working on getting it to work. So Every time I think of it, I don't know why. Even though I've watched several other people do animatics, I always think of that critical. There's this one artist that does animatics for Critical Role bits, like certain scenes from it. And the ballroom scene, I just keep thinking of that. I really want to kind of have that kind of energy for this. No, well, not that energy because this isn't comical. This is kind of on the darker side. Or not dark, but just like unfortunate side because his origin has to do with being trapped in the fairy realm. And then getting his name stolen, which was very much inspired by Spirited Away. So, if anyone accuses me, I'm just gonna say it was. But it's not like they were the first ones to do it either, so. It's a very old aspect of the Fey realm, is that you might risk being trapped there for multiple ways. Like, I guess you can, if you eat the food there, I think is one of them. If you forget your name, if you I forget. There's like some other things too. I'm sure it's something to do with like if you upset Oberon or yeah, any of the high court of elves, they could trap you there. Sorry, I'll be right back. I'll get some extra water. Nice. Okay. Yum, yum, yum. Gotta find my I think I have another version of the hip rear. Okay. Yes, this is kind of the story where he These are some storyboards I was working on for this, where he's surprised by this little forest spirit that accidentally startles him, and he falls into a fairy ring, and then he wakes up in the Fey realm. And the poor little thing's just like panicking. It didn't mean to do it, so it heals him. And then he wakes up and instantly gets found by this horrible monster. And that's the one that steals his name. Because he doesn't realize that even just saying your name in front of this creature, it can just instantly take it once it knows it. Oops. Redo. Didn't go that far forward. He starts walking towards the tree. We saw it disappear. This could also probably be one of those like beginnings of a fairy tale where it's just a bad idea to go off the trail. Because like, there's so many of those where just like someone instantly gets lost and they just go into like a forest they're not used to, and maybe it would make like a mist starting to appear even here. just go from there to newer shot where he's kind of like thinking just for simplicity and for I might make it so that he you know what, I'll just put him in anyway. I was gonna say don't put in the glasses, but having him start off with the glasses makes more sense, and then maybe he get damaged during his travels, maybe, and he has to exchange them for the monocle. Or you could just have both, honestly. Like maybe I can make that a thing for my model where it switches between the monocle and the glasses. It's a moment of like, I don't like this, but he's like, you know what, it's a forest, there's animals here, I probably just heard like a squirrel run up a tree or something and just didn't catch it in time. So, back to drawing. Would be interested to hear. I don't do this often, but it'd be fun for this with being such a big part of my story. Chad, if you had any, could visit any fairy realm or fairy tale land connected to just fairy tale land is fine. But I was gonna say like um, folklore, but even just like a short story or something that you like, where would it be? Because I have suggestions of ones not to do. Obviously, like don't you probably don't want to go. Probably don't want to go to like Middle Earth because not the safest place. I guess if you stayed in Hobbiton, it, it could be well. If you went to Hobbiton after the story, it would be pretty good. Before, like part of the way through, not so much, but the very beginning or the very end. That would be a cool place to be because those hobbits know how to party. That's someone who doesn't. I don't like parties much, but they do the kind of parties that would be fun, where it's just like very. Just really fun. Just they all look like they're just. It's just a very kind and. Some of them are grumpy, but overall it seems like they're a pretty nice community. The only thing that makes them angry is the thought of ever having to do anything outside of just like everyday things, which when there's a guy who's walking around being like, hey, I'm gonna go fight a dragon, and then later on he's like, hey, I'm gonna go on this like giant crusade to try and destroy this object that the scariest dude one of the scariest people in all of this planet's history is interested in getting. Who's with me? Crickets. It's still playing. It's like popping up in all these different places in the forest. He's just like, this is weird. I'll clean up the trees when I'm doing the final version of this. Second. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Even he's like holding out his sketchbook like I'm just you're doing some nature drawings. See? And that got the little guy curious again. Like, huh? Drawings? What? I wish he looked this clean on my on my vtuber, but he'll get there. If not in this version, in the next one. Maybe he just leans against the tree to use it as like a support. So he can just. You know, maybe I'll think about it before I debut changing this little guy into something a little more def, a little more specific. But for the moment, it's fine. It could be. I don't see this as a really huge problem because I'm not pretending it's. I'm not trying to even pretend like I'm coming up with something new. So many other VTubers have things like this too, I know, so. But when you're going to, especially in the Celtic stuff, there's only so many small little harmless things. Or not even harmless, just things that are that would look like this. I want to see something really quick. Maybe there's something I would enjoy more than the oops, something I would enjoy more than just the mermaid. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. You know what? Fine. I won't do it that way. I'll do it the other way. Because Brush Warriors is one place you can go to find challenges, but there's also, if it loads, yep, okay, good. There's Instagram has some yeah, Instagram has some good things. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry. I'll get back on task in a second. I just wanted to take a slight break just to find this and see which art challenges there is other than the mermaid, which is the one at the top. Meow-me. Draw cats every day. Fable. Oh, Fable May might be fun. That could be Yeah, that could be fun. I might try that one. That's a little bit... Mermaid. Huh. There's a couple different mermaids now. Interesting. Art maker. Huh. Okay, that one's fun too. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Well, there's a couple things. So, honestly, I think the Fable thing sounds the most fun. What's Misadventure May? Well, that's old. Let's see if there's maybe they have a newer version of it. Nope. They stopped doing it. But I mean, this is Huh. Okay, I kind of like Misadventure May a little bit. Just okay, that's another one. This seems like another really small list. I'm sure there'll be one soon. It doesn't look like they made the list yet for this year, but it sounds kind of cool. It's pretty, unless this is it. That this year's? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is one idea. Okay, back to work. Sorry about that. I'll leave it kind of blank behind him so you're not... Plus it kind of makes it more fun when this little thing is like popping around like in the Fey realm and in our realm kind of at the same time. It's kind of like a... So it's kind of showing that it can be in several places at once. Just how it accidentally startles them. And then zoom in. Zoom. Starts to materialize right next to him. I don't believe a moment of this. I never smile while I draw. The creature from another dimension appearing next to me, sure, but I never smile. I'm lost. Maybe you can just like I feel like he wouldn't even open his mouth. He'd be too scared to. It's like, yum, 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 yum. And maybe even like he starts walking backwards into the face circle, I mean the fairy ring, and it sees what's about to happen and it tries to stop him, but he takes it as he thinks it's charging him, so he gets scared and falls backwards and falls right into it. Ends up hurting himself too. I mean, if you saw a fireball like with eyes flying towards you, I think your first thought would be maybe a friend. even if it is being pretty like polite. Still like, oh, what? How? It's like stepping into this mist. So even if he could see behind him, he wouldn't see that he's about to step into this circle. And even if he did, he doesn't even know that he's never seen one that actually like did anything. So he's like, he wouldn't think anything about like just some flowers in a circle, or in this case, flowers and mushrooms. Interesting thing is that fairy rings are a whole bunch of different things too. Like sometimes they're flowers, sometimes they're mushrooms, sometimes they're just like passages, like or like a side path that you step onto that you shouldn't have. So it'd be crazy if he actually did all of that. Like, what if he kind of like triggered a whole bunch of different bad situations at once and pulled him into like the worst area of the Fey realm where this beast was hiding, looking for its next prey, looking for prey, and then it found a human. Yeah, I kind of like this better, where it lets more happen, and that way, I want to clean up some of these older sketches so I don't have to come back to them next time and have to worry about them. Kind of want to make that into an emote, actually. Like that. Eh? Yeah, so we made a little progress. I know it's not, it doesn't look like much because we're not even done with the first page, but like there's a lot. I mean, there's still going to be even more I have to put in there for like the animatic to show a little bit of motion. I probably will just do things like dragging the entire model across the page and stuff like that a little bit. And if it doesn't work out, we can just do Plan B, which is the several paintings in a time lapse to show off what happened. Either one's fine. I do have to look more into this Misadventure May to see if there's anything to it. But honestly, the Fable thing seems like the most fun. Because it was the one that had the least amount of... the least amount of things you had to do. Mindful May. Mindful May might be fun too. I could like do ones of my OCs doing different mental health things to improve, like going on walks and what's Celestial Realms? No. Wait, what? There's a Velociraptor Awareness Day. Okay. I approve of this day. What's handmade only mean? Okay. Yeah. Oh, I guess it's tomorrow. I know what I'm going to be doing on my other stream. If I'd known that was today, I would have done that, but that's okay. Gives me something to do tomorrow. I'm happy I got to start working on this, honestly. Especially because I've been getting some more viewers lately, or just people visiting randomly that tell me they've been dropping by, and I wanted to share some of more about upcoming news for the channel with like the VTuber appearance, debut, whatever you want to call it, in the probably by I don't know. I'm not gonna give it a date. It's coming up soon. I don't know how many things I'm gonna have to finagle with in VTuber studio, and by that I mean like I'm gonna lean towards the positive and say like finagling might mean like I find out that there's more things I can do in there that like add even more like sharpness to my design and clean it up, and I can like add in more assets and do things like add in the glasses, because I already have like my dragon arm. I have a prompt where I can change it from seeing the back of the arm to the front of the arm, so because I wanted to, and if I can't get that to transition right, which I should be able to do, it doesn't sound too hard, I might just keep the one where it's like in a similar position to with the palm up, like here, so that I can have my little once in a while when I'm standing still, maybe I'll have an idle where the little spirit appears floating in his arm. I mean his hand, and then like otherwise it's floating behind him. Maybe like it'll like pop in and out of the screen, like behind him. Yeah, stuff like that. You know, I'll think about that this weekend. I'll come up with some ideas. Talk to some other people that know way more about this stuff than I do. But thanks everyone for dropping in. It's been, and I'm trying to think of anything else I should announce for this month. Well, like I said, tomorrow apparently I'm going to be drawing dinosaurs, because I just found out it's Velociraptor Awareness Day, and I got honored the one of the coolest dinos out there. I don't know which I'll have to draw from a hat, or maybe I'll think about it. I'll think about ways to, like, maybe if I get maybe I'll do a poll at the beginning of the stream, and like I'll do what I want. I'll start the stream drawing just some like dinosaurs in various poses, and then like while I'm doing that, I'll wait for people to come in, and like even if I get like 3 to 4 votes on something, I'll just draw that, because I'm a realist. But that's a cool thing to find out. And yeah, I'll be next in May. Like I said, there's let's just even save that so I don't lose it, because I know I'm gonna forget probably. So, oops. Guys, can I please? Yeah, let's just screenshot it so I don't forget. Copy. Paste. Okay. There. Now I haven't forgotten it. Because, I mean, for all I know, maybe I will try like 1 or 2 mermaid. Maybe. I don't know. Some of these don't seem like things I would usually draw. Maybe because some of them are fan art things. But what else? Sorry, I'm just seeing if there's anything else I should talk about based on the no. I'll do more research into this Fable one too, to see if I can find out some more information, because that one sounds really cool, and like I was saying earlier, I really do want to try and get to work on some of those recordings for this channel, where I just record myself telling a story, or like a short story or a fable, and I'll illustrate key moments from the story, because I want something more for this channel for you to enjoy when I'm not live, because especially with health. Well, yeah, I'll be honest. With how things have been up and down lately, it'd be nice to have some things for you to just be able to count on to be here all the time. Even though I am for the most part, very good at being continuously doing Monday and Wednesday. I mean, Wednesday and Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But it'd be nice for you to have something other than just speed paints or time lapses or whatever you want to call them. So, yeah. But yeah, I'll think about that over the weekend, and I'll tell you more about it on Wednesday. Oh, wait, here's the. Let me see this really quick. Yeah, I'll go over these because there's a couple different things like Fame and some other things. So, yeah, I'll just make a collection of prompts for the next month, and then come up with a decision on what I'm gonna do in the coming weeks. But again, thanks for everyone who dropped by. Here, I'll go back to the. Here's the upcoming page too. We'll get to work on this next week too, trying to finish this up. I just really like that expression, like, eh? But yeah. I think it came out. It's coming along pretty good. I think it's got. He's supposed to be over here. Sneaking up on me. He's gonna attack me. Ah, he's coming right for me. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll be back again on Wednesday with, like I said, some plans on upcoming things. If there's any any challenges you'd like to see me try, or like any because I haven't done draw this in your style in a while. Maybe I can try one of those. If nothing else comes up, I can do that one week. And I would like to try some character design, random character design challenge. Because I haven't drawn a D&D character in a while, and I kind of miss just having a day like that. I'm going to save that for a time when I'm really probably, if not next week, the week after, probably next Friday. Maybe I'll do it then, because that way I can like just use it as in case I'm tired, as a possibility. But if not, then I'll just do more of this animatic. So yeah, I'll plan it out and let you know next week. I'll try. I'm probably actually going to try and go back to the schedules too, because I'm sure that's nicer for all of you to have like an actual like roadmap of when I'm gonna be drawing, and like a rough idea of what I'm gonna be drawing, so that you can plan ahead. I'll try to get back to that, because I know that I do like that user interface I made. So I'd hate to just not use it, but after I put that work into making it. So yeah, I'll put some, you know what, I'll do that over the weekend, so that you can see what I may have planned. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I always forget to do this at the beginning, but if you could hit the thumbs up for a like, and leave a comment, like for instance what we were talking about earlier with like, well, even anything about the video, or like even just putting in like what fairy tale realm would be fun to like temporarily be spirited away to. That would be kind of a fun thing between all of us, as proof that you got to the end of this, and through all my rambling.